I was, when I was 14 years old, I was the biggest fan of the moon mission. In fact, I had a whole bedroom wall covered with pictures of the first moon landing. And then I saw this guy on TV who worked for the space program during the time of the moon missions who said they did not go. That number one, it was impossible, and number two, it was a Cold War bluff to get the Soviets into thinking we were more advanced than we really were, like a bluff in poker. I've got 2 2s, you've got 3 3s, I bet $500,000. And it was done as a Cold War bluff to make them think we had equal or greater technology than they did. So I started producing the film under the theory it might be true. And about 3.5 years into the film, we found this never-before-seen behind-the-scenes footage of being halfway to the moon. They only aired about 10 seconds of it. We have the behind the scenes where they do multiple takes of a single shot, and Eric, it's a fake shot.
Now, where did you get this video?
It was from the archives at Johnson Space Center. Someone had apparently put the wrong label on the tape, and no reporter had ever actually exhaustively gone through everything like I did. I went through everything, and second to the bottom, there was a clerical error. Someone put the wrong label on the tape. What was on the label and on the tape were two completely different things. You pop it in on the screen, it says, "Do not show to the public." And they're doing the shot. You saw the film, right?
Right, I've seen that part.
And you see them faking a shot of being halfway to the moon. If your listeners can basically imagine a mostly black television screen with a little blue tennis ball-sized Earth in the middle of it.
Okay, 11, we have a picture. We see the Earth right in the center of the screen, over.
Roger, Houston, Apollo 11. Calling in from about 130,000 miles out. And we'll zoom our camera in slowly, get the most magnification we can. Over.
Roger.
Basically, what they did, do you have video on your site, or is it audio only?
Audio. I can put clips, though. I can add a link to it.
Yeah, steal that clip from our site, the one that shows, that's probably video sample 2 on A Funny Thing Happened, where you see the window shot, or it might be from Monkey Business. And your audience will see that, they are supposed to be halfway to the moon, and this little blue tennis ball Earth is supposed to be out the window. They say they only have one window that faces the Earth, and the lens of the camera is exactly to the glass, as it has to be if they were halfway to the moon. What they did was, they were really in Earth orbit, only a couple of 100 miles up, and they pulled the camera all the way to the back of the coupled spacecraft, and they turned out all the lights, and they blocked the other windows so that it would be pitch black inside, all of which they talk about because they thought these conversations would be edited out.
Unfortunately, we only have one window that has a view of the Earth, and it's filled up with the TV camera. So your view now is probably better than ours is.
Roger, we copy. 11, Houston, if you could comply, we'd like to see some smiling faces up there. If you could give us some interior views, I'm sure everybody'd like to see you, over.
Okay, we'll reconfigure the TV for that.
Roger. 11 Houston, appears to us that we're seeing a view from outside plus a little of the inside. It appears you've taken the camera away from the left window. Now, over.
That's correct. We're moving it back and reconfiguring for interior lighting.
Roger. We can still see the Earth through the left window, and it appears that we can see a floodlight off to the left, either that or some sun shafting through the hatch window. It's floodlight. Now we're coming in. Can't quite make out who that is. That's Big Mike Collins there.
Well, you got a little bit of... Yeah, hello there, sports fans. You got a little bit of me, plus Neil's in the center couch, and Buzz is doing the camera work this time.
Maybe a bigger f-stop might help.
Yeah, that didn't work.
That's getting a lot better now, 11. Mike, you coming in 5 by. I got a good...
Well, I put in a code time. I'd known about this ahead of time.
Is Buzz holding your cue cards for you, over?
Unfortunately, we only have one window that has a view of the Earth, and it's filled up with the TV camera, so...
They went 100,000% farther than the space shuttle has ever gone, with less technology and computing power in my $20 Walmart watch.
Well, yeah, you know what's interesting? Did you see the latest news reports about the engineers who are told to go back to the moon? After looking into it, they're so confused as to how they got there the first time. They're going to the museums and looking at the old Apollo.
It's a really good thing because they're going to discover it couldn't happen.
Hello, Apollo 11. Houston, Goldstone says that the TV looks great. Over.
Okay, Roger, we're moving in on Earth.
Hello, Apollo 11. Houston, did you copy? Over.
He copied that, Charlie.
Roger, your transmissions the last couple of times have been about 2 by, over. Okay, how do you read me now? Right, you're 5 by now.
Okay, we're zooming the lens on in to let just about fill the monitor.
Well, it's also a sign that they, as they look into it, they realize, boy, this is difficult. How did they do this in 1969?
I mean, they orbited the Earth. They were on the rocket. They went up, and that was no small accomplishment. However, they cannot go beyond Earth orbit. I mean, the space shuttle has killed 14 people going 200 miles above the Earth, and yet we're to believe they went to another world 6 times, nearly 4 decades ago, and never killed anybody.
Right.